Mariam's Sutprasid is Konkeb Kaya, which when literally translated into English means human rubbish collector. Her day begins at 6 o'clock when she feeds her 14-month-old son Dodo and No Name the puppy. She lives in a small community which is a colourful mixture of about 100 people comprising Samlo drivers, street vendors and 5 other Konkeb Kayas. After breakfast she loads Dodo into his niche in the back of her trolley and sets off for another day of foraging in other people's rubbish tins in the outer Bangkok suburb of Bangkok, only 30 kilometres from the city's central business district. It is an occupation that only barely keeps the two of them alive, and to make matters worse, more and more people are getting into the rubbish collecting business, so it's becoming fiercely competitive. It's certainly a case of the early bird catching the worm. Life has had its ups and downs for 40-year-old Mariam. She and her husband ran a factory in the small town of Mahachai, Wang Mai, about 10 kilometres from outer Bangkok, making brass religious utensils and ornaments. The marriage lasted 9 years and produced a happy, healthy baby daughter. 3 years after this happy event, however, her husband had an affair and she walked out on him, leaving him and his mistress with their first child, as well as the factory. She left him while she was carrying her second child, Dodo. Destitute, alone and 8 months pregnant, her future looked bleak. Then she discovered a rundown old house on a swampy, mosquito-infested 100-rai block of land, which had been resumed from its previous owner by the bank. The old adage, someone else's trash is another's treasure, is graphically illustrated here, and after a hard morning's toil, she and Dodo return home for a brief rest before starting the arduous task of sorting the garbage, separating the bottles from the soft drink cans and the paper. The recycling plant will only accept rubbish that has been properly prepared. Boxes for the beer bottles have to be purchased at 2 baht a box. Sticky tape is 15 baht a roll. A box containing 12 bottles is worth 9 baht at the recycling plant, if she gets the bottles for free. Her profit per box is approximately 5 baht. However, if she has to buy the bottles at 4 to 5 bottles per baht, her earnings go down by 2 baht. Newspaper is 4 baht a kilo. Aluminium soft drink cans are 37 baht a kilo. Plastic soft drink bottles fetch 10 baht a kilo, while clean plastic bags yield up the princely sum of 3 baht a kilo. Once a fortnight, she hires a pickup truck for 100 baht to transport her goods to the recycling depot. The vehicle is loaded to the gunnels, and by the time it's ready for departure, Mariam is almost exhausted. Time, as well as trash, is money here, and things move at a fast and furious pace. Bags are weighed and the weight recorded. Boxes of empty beer bottles are flung from the truck, piled up and counted. Mariam keeps a close eye on things to make sure that no errors are made. Here, every baht counts. Then it's time for the moment of reckoning. Rapid calculations are made and she receives her payment, 2,328 baht for 12 days of rummaging in rubbish tins. This has to buy food, clothing and pay for electricity. There is precious little left over to cope with a medical emergency if Dodo falls sick or some other domestic crisis arises.
Dodo,
Despite the fact that Dodo enjoys the morning forays and revels in the attention lavished on him by people along the way, she worries about his future. Meanwhile, she continues to scavenge in waste bins. She is in fact a walking example of how cruel and precarious life can actually be. One moment it can be treating you kindly, but then suddenly, through no fault of your own, you can find yourself dumped into a situation you never believed possible. There is a lesson and a warning in Mariam's story for all of us. Konkeb Kayas deserve our support. You can make life a little bit easier for them by putting all your recyclable garbage in clean plastic bags and leaving it on the footpath. Not only are you helping a fellow human earn a living, but you're doing your bit by helping to recycle material which can be used again, instead of being wasted by ending up in landfills.
Bye Dodo. Bye Dodo. แล้วเจอกันใหม่นะ Dodo. Bye bye Dodo.